Hello again and welcome to video part 4 of lecture 2 in our Big Data Analytic course. In the last video, we explored the main categories of big data tools, from data storage and machine learning to visualization and cloud services. Now we are continue with more critical component of the big data world. In this session, we will look closely at NoSQL databases, programming tools, and Hadoop ecosystem, including its architecture and file system. Okay, let's start it. About the NoSQL database are key part of the big data tools. They are specifically designed to handle huge volume of data, especially when the data doesn't fit into the neat row and columns like the traditional database. Okay, there are some key points. For example, NoSQL databases store data in a document. It has a key value pairs, columns, or even graph structure. Tools like MongoDB or Cassandra and Redis are widely used. Okay. For example, imagine, I don't know, storing millions of social media posts. These are messy, come in different formats, and don't follow one structure. NoSQL database is the perfect for handling this kind of data and scale. How about the programming tools? Based on that, programming tools are what data engineers use to build automated and scale big solutions. And these tools help with data collections, cleaning, exploring, modeling, and visualization. Okay, some of the common one I can talk about Python, the most widely used language in data scientists today. We have an R that is great for the statistical analysis. Okay, we have SQL for that is very essential for the querying databases. We have Scala used for the Apache Spark. We have Julia, powerful for numeric computing. What is the open sources means? Okay, because most of these programming languages that we are talking about, they are open source. Open source software is more than just free, I can say. It means that the source code is available to everyone, so developers can study it, change it, and use it however they want within the license rule. For software to be truly open source, it should also follow an open governance model, where the developer from an organization can contribute and help and guide its development. Before using the open source tool, it is important to check the license type. Some of these licenses are more flexible than the others, and knowing what is allowed, it is important to, especially for the commercial projects. Why is open source used for the big data? Okay, because the big data project require massive collaboration and constant innovations. Okay, open source make this possible. For example, the Linux operating system started as an open source project and is now the backbone of the server worldwide and including many big data platforms. In the same way, modern big data systems like Hadoop, Spark, or even the Kafka are open source and have grown because of the global collaboration. Okay, how about the Hadoop? What is the Hadoop project? And I can say that the most important open source big data project is Apache Hadoop, okay? And it has three main components: HDFS, the file system of storing big data across multiple computers. We have a MapReduce, the engine for processing large data sets in parallel. We have a YARN, the resource manager that controls which job runs where. The HDFS is still widely used. In fact, about 70% of the world's big data lives on the HDFS. Modern tools like Amazon S3 also follow many of the design principles of the HDFS. Okay? What is the YARN? Okay, YARN is standard for yet another resource negotiator. It is responsible for the resource management in a Hadoop cluster, and YARN split the work into the four main parts. If I can say, for example, we have a resource manager, node manager, application master, and also container. Okay. What is the resource manager? It is oversees all companies' resources. We have a node manager run on each machine and report resource usage. We have an application master to manage each job or application like a Spark or MapReduce. We have a container, the unit of the work that's assigned CPUs and memory. I can say that thanks to YARN, Hadoop can run different type of the jobs on the same infrastructure, not just MapReduce, but also Spark, Flink, and more. Okay. Where does the big data comes from? Okay, I think it's very important to know where is that data comes from. Okay, big data comes from a wide range of sources, including digital interaction like social media, email, and online shopping. We have IoT devices such as smartwatches, security camera, or even industrial sensors, or scientific researchers like space telescopes and maybe government data like weather reports and economic state. Okay, we have a different type of the big data. Okay, the first one we can say that it's structural data. Maybe we have an unstructured data and semi structure of data. The structure of data, it's organized into a row and columns, like Excel for the small amount of data, maybe or use the SQL. Or unstructured data has no fixed format, such as video, emails, and social media. And we have a semi-structured data has some structure like a JSON or XML files. Okay. Let's go and learn a little bit about the Hadoop. Let's start with the history of the Hadoop, okay? Hadoop began in early 2000s with the dog, okay, and Mike. Inspired by Google research paper on GFS and MapReduce, they are created the Hadoop to handle massive data across the chip hardware. The name Hadoop is come up from the dog Cuting Son's toy elephant, okay? And Yahoo was one of the first companies to use in the scale, okay? Over time, Hadoop evolved with the new tools like Hive, HBase, and Pigs, okay? And today, Hadoop is the foundation of the modern big processing data. Okay, why we use the Hadoop? Why it is so important? Because of the scalability, you can add more machine easily, cost efficiency, it works on a cheap hardware, fault tolerance. If one node fails, another take over. We have a flexibility It handles all type of data. We have a parallel processing, take or split and done faster. It's also support real time and batch processing, okay? And it has a large open source community, okay? So what is the Apache Hadoop? Apache Hadoop is an open source, as I said, designed to store process of massive data set across many machines. It is designed to be scalable, cover the fault tolerance, and it is cost effective. It has two main parts, HDFS and MapReduce, okay? For the HDFS and MapReduce, HDFS for the storage, MapReduce is for processing, okay? HDFS breaks big files into the blocks and spread them across many nodes. MapReduce process those blocks in parallel, combining the result at the end. Together, they are created a fast and reliable data processing system. Okay? Let's wrap up whatever that we learned in video part 4 of our lecture 2. We have explored the powerful tools like NoSQL databases, the open source model, and the foundational structure of the Hadoop HDFS. In our next video, we will continue with the Hadoop architecture, client system, and key services in the Hadoop ecosystem like Hive, Pig, and Spark. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next session.